Hey, this is Tina, Infinite Moon Love 1111. We're going to go ahead and chime in on the Divine Masculine and Divine Feminine. Already splitting the deck as we've been shuffling, we have the Three of Swords and the Hierophant showing up. So with the Hierophant, this is about marriage commitment. This is also about lessons, spiritual keys. We have 5, change, and also being a teacher. So there's a lot of elements to this. But with the Three of Swords, there is heartache, there is destruction, there is something that somebody has been paying for, okay? I'm not sure who we're going to really tap into specifically right now, so we're going to play with the Divine Masculine and Feminine energies and see which one really comes out as far as what they're going through, navigating, and pushing forward. I do feel with the Hierophant, though, that's more of a focus on Divine Masculine energy, so let's go ahead and start off there. If this message does resonate, please don't forget to hit the subscribe, like, and comment, okay? If also, yeah, don't forget to like. Namaste, you guys. Let's go ahead and get right into this. So the Knight of Cups is flying out first. And we do have the Three of Pentacles. The right wrist with masculine energy is hurting. So with the Knight of Cups and the Three of Pentacles, I do feel like the masculine does want to come forward. And you can see in this illustration, which is kind of cool, I have a couple of other decks we'll incorporate into this reading. But with the Knight of Pentacles, you know, this person feels or looks a little shy, right? A little reserved. But the Knight of Cups generally is action-oriented and it's moving forward. With the Three of Pentacles, this is also an energy of them navigating, working together, collaborating, really being in this energy, okay? So let's go ahead and get one more message to move forward on this. We also saw 123, 144 as well. We do have another Knight of Wands, okay? So the Knight of Wands is very passion-driven. Again, it's very action-oriented. You can see both of them have skates, so there's a lot of moving forward, energy, rapid, okay? Now, with the Knight of Wands, that one is usually pretty fast. It's passionate. It's driven with, you know, sacral energy, creativity as well. What is it that the Divine Masculine is working the courage to do? We have 212 on the clock as well. We do have the Six of Cups. So we asked what the masculine wants. Masculine is heavily in this very nostalgic energy, heavily in this missing past life connection, soulmate, a reconciliation, and also I feel done a lot of healing within their inner child, okay? Some sort of mother wound was really coming up and this has been navigated accordingly, okay? So I do feel that the masculine has been really taking the time to work through these elements of fear, of challenges, of rejection, and they're now trying to, you know, self-appreciate, if that makes sense, okay? We have the Three of Cups as well. So we have heavy on the 333. This could deal with your third house in astrology, or this could be about 3333 and any increment as far as communication goes, okay? We do have the Six of Pentacles that was sticking up as well. So we have 2 6s. 666 just really refers to balance. And as we see, we have the Justice scale right there. Six of Pentacles, naturally, you know, earthwise, 3D, it's going to be about balance of energy. Where are you giving your energy to? Where is that being balanced or imbalanced, right? Are you overextending yourself to people that don't deserve your energy? Are they just taking? Are you having people around you that are just like succubus, I guess is a lack of a better word that's coming to my mind, but really, you know, an energy vampire, essentially, somebody who's very needy, and this is a very codependent energy that maybe you don't even resonate with anymore, right? So with the Six of Pentacles, I do feel like there's a sense of celebration, your team, your spirit team, your higher self, and your ancestors, really, for semantics, your angels, whatever is coming to you or are trying to really help you balance out. And in regards to the Six of Cups, which is that, you know, a past life connection, right? So what does the masculine on the Knight of Cups tell us more about that, please, Spirit? Tell us more about that. So Divine Masculine certainly popped out because this is a very unique deck, you guys. We do have Aries and Six of Swords. So here we are with the 666 as mentioned, asking what the Knight of Cups. So the masculine is taking the lead. The masculine is now desiring to, you know, birth something new, it feels like, and taking the lead into moving into more self-love. In addition to moving into smoother shores, we do see, you know, flocks of a geese of a flock, or a flock of a geese or something is coming to mind. I don't know what that means entirely, but we have the moon, okay? And so the moon talks about intuition, navigating using their intuition to move away from anything that's been distressful, harming them, hurting them, hindering them from their growth, from their path, from their destiny as well. This is something very karmic, I do feel, that they've been experiencing right now and navigating as well. Now, the King of Swords is on the bottom of the deck, as well as the Chariot. Chariot is Cancer energy. King of Swords is Gemini heavily, but you know, water and air, right? The Chariot and the King of Swords, I do feel like this energy, you know, they want to move forward rapidly to communicate what they are thinking, right? And I think that that's what the Three of Pentacles and Three of Cups, both of these emphasize collaboration, working, having somebody help and assist. So I do feel like they're being guided very much to speak their truth, to come forward and speak with emotion. The Chariot, you know, being Cancer element is emotions. That's the water. That's, you know, feelings. And so those are things that naturally are being, I don't want to say exploited, but self-discovered, self-reflected as well, okay? Now, with the Knight of Wands and the Six of Pentacles, let's have a little clarity on that, Spirit. What do you got for us? We do have the Nine of Swords. So they're putting action towards in the strength card, okay? So that's Leo energy too. One more, the Hierophant. Okay, so I feel like there is an immense amount of strength that this Divine Masculine is trying to take, you know, some sort of leadership role on. What I do feel with the Knight of Wands is that this person is trying to take action in finding balance and harmony within their life. Now, with the Hierophant, there's been a lot of lessons on and around commitment and their fears, okay, because the Strength card is like they've been holding back on commitment. And the Nine of Swords is that this has really just caused them a lot of anxiety. They've had a lot of like depressive, heavy nights where they're not able to sleep, etc., right? So this has been something that they've emotionally been holding on to. With the Eight of Cups, Divine Masculine is showing that they are moving forward using their intuition, again with that Six of Swords. So the moon is really being emphasized and walking away from any fears or emotions that have held them back due to any past trauma, past hurt and pain, right? So they're really having to see, like, why am I holding myself back? What has, you know, hindered all of this immense amount, even though I know I feel this energy potentially with their Divine Feminine, right? Divine Feminine hasn't come out. In fact, the Hierophant is the teacher, and maybe they've been going through these lessons over and over, and they're having to see this now being, you know, really, really validated in front of them. And I think that they're quite aware. This is something very heavy, though, that they're trying to navigate through and really heal and work on, okay? What is the, I'm going to choose a different deck here. Let's go ahead and see what we've got from the Oracle deck for Divine Masculine. What does Divine Masculine need to hear, Spirit? What does Divine Masculine need to hear? Or what do we need to, what do they want to talk to us about, actually? What is their plan of action, or what is it that they're going through? What is it that they're going through? I do feel a lot of regret. I do feel a lot of pain. Yeah, we've got a Tower moment. Okay, so there is storm, there is destruction, conflict, unseen changes, and sudden news. So there's a lot of things that are shifting in their life right now. They could be trying to cultivate and build more stability, but I feel like the stability is crumbling around them. So whatever they thought was happening, I do think that they're having to see things from a different angle and really be faced with their own demons, if that makes sense. What else does Masculine want to show to us? What else? Yeah, so there's this closed off energy and abundance. Oh, and higher self. Wonderful. So we have this closed off energy, okay? So Divine Masculine has had a lot of resistance, and this is what is crumbling around, okay? Because they're having to have the strength to move through this with this lesson, the Hierophant, and understanding, moving away from anything distressful, causing harm. But they've been in this very wounded warrior energy, very Nine of Wands. Now, what they want is the soul tie, the soulmate, the fated partnership, right? And this is something that they've been healing and navigating through, because we have this higher self activation where they've been going through an awakening and having a major timeline shift as well. Again, I feel like their spirit team has really been imposing these lessons or things that, just so that they can redirect and realign their life, because they're not necessarily in this joyful state. Now, whether they make their free will choice to take this leap of faith, right, energetically, this is speaking on where their mind and their energy and thoughts are. So with abundance and the windfall, there is definitely, you know, celebration. It feels imminent, especially with that Three of Cups regarding this reunion. But I do feel still like, you know, they've been very, very close off and holding themselves back. Bottom of the deck, I didn't even look, but till now we have Union card. Okay, so this talks about the soulmate energy, the Lovers card, a decision, a proposal, as well as integration of the yin and the yang energies. Okay, so what else do we need to hear? How does divine masculine feel towards divine feminine? Oh, structure. So this essentially was at the beginning of the reading. If you guys go back, they want to build a foundation, balance, building slow, steady, and forming. So we had the, I have to look right here. Yeah. The Three of Pentacles, which was collaboration. Now, with the Knight of Wands and the Knight of Cups, I do feel like that was a sense of stability that they're trying to build in structure, starting new. I do feel with the Divine Feminine, they want to have a future with Divine Feminine. They want to be able to build this stability from like the ground up, right? Their thoughts tend to get the better of them, though. They do tend to stay stuck in their mind. They do tend to get locked and imprisoned. Even if they are in front of the Divine Feminine, I do feel like this happens more than often. They literally get, I feel like it's starstruck, and they don't know how to push through this fear of rejection because they are lacking the self-worth and the value. So what ends up probably happening, you know, is that they recluse, they go back, they like close off again. And that's where that closed off energy is coming through. So I do heavily feel like that happens often. What else do we need to hear? What else does masculine feel like or feel towards feminine? What do they want to share? Yeah, they have a lot of distorted illusions, certain storylines that they've created. I talked about self-worth, and, you know, that is really where they've been stagnant because they continue to cultivate this illusion that, you know, feminine's not going to want them, not seeing clearly. And they've been maybe escaping through whatever outlets that they've got going on, right? We didn't see the devil here, but there could be some devilish energy as well that's kind of controlling their mask that they continue to lift into their face, I guess. But essentially is what is coming through. Now, the self-worth, healing, and worthiness and boundaries, expectations, and high vibration, I do feel like they're having to work through this. Now, with the turning light into dark, it is about them illuminating their shadow, but also like allowing their shadow to integrate into them, because right now they've been repressing it. That's what it is. And they're being asked to release that and to, you know, navigate a little more forward. So I just flipped this tarot deck and the Fool came out. I'm going to go ahead and use this. I wasn't planning on it. We have the Wheel of Fortune, the Two of Cups, the Sun card, which came out as well. Let's go ahead and shuffle. What is the masculine feel towards divine feminine? What is the action towards? Obviously, they have a lack of self-worth and lack of self-belief in themselves. The mother wound or the caretaker wound really they struggle with, and this is about choosing themselves and choosing the happiness that they desire instead of outside perspectives and everything else, right? So very interesting. We have the Nine of Pentacles, which was, I feel like, an initial message. Might have been on my Instagram I just read right now. But this person does see you ultimately as their happiness and joy, okay? They want to be independent, make a decision, and the Fool card is coming out as well, Pisces energy. So they want to make this decision and rapidly continue. They are gaining clarity with the Ace of Swords, okay? So there's a lot of epiphanies and downloads they're having right now. As the energy continues to ramp up, they're having a lot of, you know, chakra clearings, I feel like, within their solar plexus as well as sacral energy. Emotions releasing, how they cope, deal with romantic people, their family, friendships, any context really, and healthy boundaries, because in that solar plexus, I feel like they have to have healthy boundaries. If they're not, and they're allowing people to overstep certain things on them still, they're negating to really step into their power, which is that masculine energy, which is, you know, what we see here on the Emperor card, okay? So what else does masculine want to share? I feel like a card turned over. We have the Five of Cups, so that did show up earlier. It could be that they feel like they've lost an opportunity. Right now, they might be in this heavy regret. Yeah, they're very much in their emotions right now. I feel like with that King of Cups, they're very much feeling the pain that they feel like they've caused or created now in this whole situation because of they're having to do a lot of self-reflection, so a lot of reflecting on, you know, what they've been doing, where they've been expending their energy. The King of Wands is coming out as well, so they see that they've maybe they've misappropriated their sacral energy. energy, right? That's really what's coming through. 3 Cups again for the win. The Strength card as well again. So they're trying to have the courage, 1444 on the clock. They're trying to have the courage to come forward and have this new beginning with the clarity, taking the leap of faith with the Divine Feminine, okay? They've been putting a lot of effort into this. Splitting the deck, we do have the Lovers. Let's not pay attention too much to the illustration. This could be a symbolism of somebody getting married as well. Darkness and light, and then we have the Moon and the Sun, okay? The Lovers, yin and yang, emphasized heavily. And then we have the Two of Cups, which is that Two of Cups soulmate energy. So along with the Lovers and the Two of Cups, there's a heavy amount of union, a heavy amount of counterpart coming through, okay? I just saw the Hierophant again, and we have the Hierophant here already. So Divine Masculine, this is your reading. Divine Feminines, if you're here and this resonates, don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, please. Join the family. Check for any other messages and readings that I have posted and continue to post, as well as as well as going forward into the comments. Let me know, type in 333 if this resonates. Namaste.